Hello everyone, I'm Cody.
And I'm Liz.
And welcome to Unit 5, Crazy X. So the name I'm about to say, maybe you guys know, but Kanye West, Kim Kardashian. You know, some of their antics has been in the news, especially, Kanye West. And it's only rivaled by maybe Elon Musk or...
Antics.
Antics. He's a big topic today too.
Yeah, he's still in the news, so his antics is there. Someone's antics we don't hear much about is Donald Trump lately.
Not so much.
Right. But this story is focusing on the antics specifically of Kanye West and what he is doing to, his ex-wife, Kim Kardashian. And, some people even back when they were together were wondering, why are they together? Kanye is this gifted, talented artist in his own way. And Kim Kardashian, she's pretty, but, she's not talented. She doesn't do much. And, maybe she started thinking about why she was with Kanye, and it eventually led to a divorce.
Right.
We don't know all the details, and I frankly don't care all of the details. But it seems that Kanye West didn't like the fact he was dumped, because he feels the more special person, or feels like he should still try to do more to win her back. And anyone who's been dumped knows that feeling. You can empathize. It's not good. It's a very lousy feeling.
Right.
Dump.
Dump.
Lousy.
Lousy.
What Kanye has done is really upped the antics, especially to some that are very aggressive to the new boyfriend of Kim Kardashian, and started to do things borderline, not crazy, but almost criminal. And we'll talk about that more in the review.
Okay.
So, what is your impression of Kanye?
So I know, just because he's famous, that he's a good musician, and I remember hearing about him in his early after he debuted. He's like this genius musical artist, but honestly, I couldn't name a single one of his songs. I'm sure I've heard them because they are famous, but I don't actually know that they are his. So I think he got some awards, and he was like this new great person in the music industry. And then the kind of antics started to take over. So he was really famous for interrupting Taylor Swift at her Billboard or Grammys, one of those award ceremonies, and taking the award and saying Beyonce should have gotten it and all of that. So their feud or beef was quite famous. And then, of course, the Kim Kardashian thing and their marriage, and all of the things he did before they got divorced, and now all of the things he's done after they got divorced. So my recent impression is that he's somewhat unstable, perhaps. And it may be an actual serious, mental, psychological problem. And if that is the case, he should get help, and that's, nothing to be ashamed of. But it is something that perhaps he should control.
Yeah.
How about you?
You took everything out of my mouth. Exactly the same. Even before this whole kind of divorce drama and things that are happening after, my personal opinion of Kanye is he's always been unstable. Sadly, a lot of good artists are unstable emotionally.
Creativity and that kind of thing sometimes go hand in hand.
And I think he's a great musician and producer. He's produced a lot of good things. But he socially has just, for a long time, people just accept the crazy things he says, the crazy actions he does, and just it's Kanye.
Right.
But now the fact that it's directed not just to people in general, but to his ex-wife, it's suddenly, there is legitimate concern for safety for not only her, but for the new love interest or whoever it might be. There's now people are starting to realize he's not necessarily getting more dangerous. This has just been him. He just kind of let it go.
Right.
So I think he's always had that little bit of instability, and now it's a lot more spotlight in a dangerous way.
Right.
Because we want to protect Kim and the children, in fact.
And the children, yeah, they have 3 children, I believe. So.
Right. So it's a very tricky situation. I don't wish bad on him at all.
Right.
But he's never been able to take directions or corrections from anybody, I don't think. It seems like people don't say no to him. Like, I've always thought he's crazy ideas. And he's made money just because he's famous in that way. So, I don't know. I hope he can correct his ways, before these antics go too far.
Right.
Which we'll talk a little bit more about what he's done later. And now the language focus. First up, rivaled only by. So for my example, the scenery of Jiri-san is only rivaled by Sorak-san. Very pretty.
I haven't seen Jiri-san, but Sorak-san is quite beautiful.
Yes.
Okay, and the second point is mark someone as something. So for example, the man's obvious lies marked him as someone who cannot be trusted.
Can't tell a lie. All right, well, that's it for our preview section. We'll see you on the review.